Time with the grandkids.
Hi, YouTubers. Hi, friends and family. RV Debs here, live streaming. Yes, indeed, I'm a live one. So, it is time for me to open up another window so I can read the chat as it comes in. It's Sunday. It's actually March 1st. Wow. Beginning of spring, really. Um, okay. I hope you guys are into a little bit of chatting tonight with me. I'm going to open up the window tonight with me. There we go. Okay. So, I just finished a really good dinner. I air fried shrimp. And that's all I had so far. Although I do have these sweet little tomatoes that I might munch on. And I have some blueberries. That's my snacks. Mike from Buffalo. Hey, hey, that's where I was born. Buffalo, New York. Nice to see you. Hi, Think Agape. Greetings, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. You never know. It's always a gamble. It's like, is anyone going to join me? um, and I have shrimp in my teeth. Excuse me. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Three Sheets to the Wind's Courage. Thank you. I didn't do much today, really. I pretty much hung out home, but I cooked a nice dinner and I did video it, so I'll show it in my next video. It's so simple. The air fryer has become the best thing I've ever cooked on. I need a toothpick. I was gonna make an eggplant because I made that eggplant like a week ago in the air fryer and it was delicious. So I'm going to make it, I guess not now, but maybe tomorrow. So what's going on with you guys? Did you have a good weekend? I had a very quiet weekend, but I am definitely making some plans, which is always fun. Hello, Emily. Yay, Emily. Always nice to have you here. So what's going on? Let's see. As far as topics go, I'm open for really any topic. Right now, I got little Rosie right next to me tonight. Do you see her? Wait a minute. There she is. And Lily's over there complaining. But anyway, I'm trying to plan a trip to Florida for April. But I want to bring my dogs. The dilemma is I want to bring my dogs. Yes, Mike. I tell you, you can cook anything in the and they're so good. It's so good. It's like all you need is an air fryer and a pressure cooker and a frying pan, and you've got everything you need. Really, except for maybe you need a little pan, a big pan. Hi, dads. I can't talk. Dad's vintage. Let's see here. Let me move down so I can see. Whoa. Okay. Virginia, how you doing? Dad's Vintage Garage. And I am Mike. Let's see. We got two Mikes. Mike B. Hi, Mike B. And then there's Mike from Buffalo. Got it. I hope I can remember. Think Agape, what it says, just came in. Beautiful today. Worked on my spray paint mural. Was great. Oh, that would be interesting to watch you do that. I've always thought about what would it be like to do like a mural or a wall. It's so big. It's something that I'm not used to. I'm used to doing kind of small stuff when I paint. I just made this necklace and I think it turned out really pretty. I used all those little delicate beads, the seed beads, in between very pretty little beads. Hello, extraordinary journey. Extraordinary journey. Is that how you say it? It's so nice to see you in here. I am very happy. I just so I'm trying to plan a little trip. And I don't have an RV. Like I live in my RV, but it's not going anywhere. So I'm trying to figure out the best way since I was offered a wonderful offer. I got an offer to stay in Florida on the beach in a cottage, and I can stay as long as I want, which would be nice to stay for at least a few weeks with my dogs. So I have to figure out how to get to Florida with two dogs the best way. Hi, J&A RVing, Arkansas. Somebody's talking to me. You hear Lily back there? What state are you in, Think Agape? I forget. I know some people tell me a lot and then I have to ask again. I get a lot of info, coming in. But I was gonna, if I do this trip, it'll be in the Tampa Bay area, and I'd like to do a meetup. You're going to Florida with February? We just passed February. Lily, she's just being ornery. That's the Chihuahua. Rosie's very laid back, but Lily, she likes lots of attention. Oh wow. Extraordinary Journey says, oops, we are stuck at a travel center in Wyoming winter storm. Well, I hope you're safe. I know you probably are very safe, and you're on the internet, which is good. I have been in one winter storm this year, and I drove my truck, and it was not fun. So if I do go to Florida and I have my cousins, I mean, I lived there for years and it's the same area. The cottage is really in my neck of the woods where I'm from. I can see my cousins and I can see my friends, a couple of them that I really want to see. Wow. So you're hanging out in this one of those travel center places with a bunch of 150 truckers. Well, you're safe. All those men around there, nothing's going to happen. How much snow is on the ground? I've been to Wyoming like 3 times, but it never was snowing. But I can imagine because it gets really windy and cold. So anyway, I'm thinking about that. 4 to 7 inches possible. Yeah. Well, just hang tight, right? Hang tight and then head south. Go south. It's really nice here. I live in the West Texas area, basically, and today was like 80 degrees, and now it's probably 70. Hi, Lori. Right. Think Agape says at least you're at a truck stop and you can get warm and get some goodies, food. That's better than being somewhere isolated. That would be worse. But I was in Cody, Wyoming. That's where my husband was basically from that area. Yep. Well, that's an exciting journey. I'm looking forward to having a few journeys myself. I'm thinking about renting a car one way from here to that area in Clearwater, Florida area, put it there. And because I can bring my dogs, and it would be interesting to be on the road for a couple of nights. And I'd share it with everybody, of course. But it's one way to rent a car, a small car. It's between like I saw it between 500 and 800 for the one way, keeping it a week, getting there and dropping it off. Hi, Chad. Chad says it was awesome seeing you at the Dollar General the other day. Wished I could have talked to you, but I was on a mission to help out a fellow church member that was in need. Of course, no problem. Hey, hi, devotee. I knew that. I was going too. I was kind of like on my way. But it's always good to see you, Chad. What are you talking about, bull crap? Who did you look under? I just did a search. I did a couple different searches for one-way rentals. They aren't cheap. Why? Why are you saying that, bull crap? Tell me all about it. I hope all of you are going to stay with me this evening. And if you have some questions, just kind of try to, lay them out there for me. I'll try to answer the best I can. And give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying sharing some time with me. I would appreciate it. But I have, like, my husband and my mother and father are both buried in St. Petersburg at the same place. So I could actually go see them. You said you rented your Corolla in Florida, drove from St. Pete to West Palm Beach, had it 5 days. Yeah, but I'm driving from Texas and dropping it off in Florida. It's a little different. Hi, RV Situation Room. Welcome. It's so nice to see you guys all coming back. Yay. I'll drink to that. So it's just it's just in the makings. I have to figure out the money and all that. And there's a few more things happening because it might be, if at all possible, if Craig's feeling good and feeling like he can fly to Florida, and then we'd buy an RV and I'd drive it home. Wouldn't that be an adventure, a journey? Unlimited miles. Yep. Yeah, so it would be like from well, I checked from Dallas, which is over 3 hour drive, but Lubbock is 2 hours. And then Abilene is only 1 hour, and Wichita Falls. So all those places, I'm trying to see what's the best. It's easier for me though to travel from Wichita Falls, to the or to Abilene, because it's only an hour away. Because I'm sure Kathy and Mark would have to be the one to take me. So that's exciting. But I mean, when I get the news, when I figure it all out, I'll let you all know. But I want to go on some adventures hopefully within the next few months, just to get out there. And if I have a meetup, I don't know how many people are in the Tampa Bay area, but yep. I'm gonna be staying at a place. I'll let you know what I can tell you as soon as I speak to the person to make sure it's okay. I think it is to mention their name. Devotee said, I want to cruise so badly, but I can't spend all my tax refund on one. No, get yourself a place to live. Stop with the homeless thing. Mike's got a baby girl in Tampa area. That's neat. Yeah, I lived in Largo, Florida, and in Tarpon Springs for years. And I lived on Clearwater Beach for a few years too, a long time ago. You're not? Well, you were talking the other day about, needing a place to live. And I just, if you got money, put it on something you really need, not something like a cruise. Yeah, I've done arts and craft shows in Jacksonville. Never lived on that area, but it wasn't bad. Oh, okay. You want a better place. I guess I misunderstood. I thought you said you were like hanging out with relatives. which is, nice, but not something forever. So I don't know how much I've lost. Tomorrow I weigh in and my scale's screwy. So I decided to move my bathroom scale I bought because it kept changing. Like I'd get on it and it would weigh this, and then I'd get off and start again. It'd be something different. So I put it out in the garage on the concrete flat, and I'm gonna go out there tomorrow and weigh. It's crazy. Why are bathroom scales not working so good? Just bought it too. You'd think it'd be okay. Yeah, I can handle April in Florida. That's about it though. Hi, Twin Sparrow. She said, I hate my scale. Well, I would like my scale if it would be just constant, you know? I never really know if I've lost or not. I've done that. I have weighed like, a gallon of water is supposed to weigh 8 pounds. And it might say 8 pounds, and then I take it off and put it back on, and then it says 7 pounds. It's like, something's wrong with it. Well, it's on a hard surface now, so maybe it'll start behaving. Hi, Mama Wanderlust. Well, welcome. I hope that you hang around. We have fun in the live streams. That's why I'm doing them, because we do enjoy it. And it's very my live streams are very like comfy, no drama, kind of keeping it very easy on the nerves. Twin says my scale is never constant. Hubs even has problems, so it's not me. Yeah, I think the way they make things these days are not as good as the old-fashioned scale. Remember the old-fashioned scales that were very, like, in your house for 20 years? Nana May says, and I believe, I agree. She says, always take the lower number. And you know what? I'm going to take the lower number for sure. I think I lost a couple pounds this week, I hope. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I promise I put out videos at least twice a week, and I do 3 live streams lately a week. Yeah, Emily, I have done that. Hi, Furby. Yeah, Twin Sparrow said, I remember the old scales my folks had. It was always right on with me in the doctor's office. Yeah, they don't make things like that anymore. Now you buy something, you're lucky if you get a year out of it. Yeah, I'm going to have to look around for an old scale. Thank you, Mama Wanderlust, for the thumbs up. Much appreciated. Life less ordinary, my family. Wow, how you doing? Everybody, that's probably Nathan. It could be Nadia. So everybody say hey. And if you haven't subscribed to their channel, I love their channel, Life Less Ordinary. And for those of you who are new to my channel, and I know there's always people that don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I knew it, Nathan. I live in Texas, and I live in an RV in Texas in this small town, and Nathan, who's right there, Nate, and his wife Nadia are my best friend's son and daughter-in-law, and I'm mom number 2. I've known them for 40 years. So I live here, and that's what we're talking about. They have a channel with the 3 kids. It's funny, and and handy. He's very handy. He teaches. He shows some really, really handicrafty, do-it-yourself stuff. So, wouldn't kill you to go over there and subscribe. I hope it's doable too, B. Johnson. That's great. Yeah, I am really happy. Thank you, Mike. I'm really, really happy that I started Weight Watchers. I know not everybody's into Weight Watchers, but my channel is kind of what's going on in my life. And I joined January 6th. And I have been without, what Weight Watchers did for me is I look at what I eat now in a different light, and the app on the phone is so easy and so cool. And you can go to restaurants, you can eat whatever you want. You just have to put it into perspective on what you're allowed in a day. And that's good. So I mean, I keep really close tabs on my points. Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, Nathan, you're getting a couple new people. Yeah, so I've been living here 3.5 years, and I never lived in such a small town before. But you know, you never say never, because I didn't think I'd ever live in Texas. It's not that I don't like Texas. It just I'm really a West Coast kind of girl. You know, I just am. I'm not. I'm just not. And I don't think I could ever be like with a. And I don't know. I wouldn't want to live out on a ranch and take care of animals. Hey, anytime, Mr. Life Less Ordinary. How's your three young boys doing? Tell them Bubby says, I love you. Well, thank you. I feel like I fit in really good, and I'm kind of mellow. This is quiet. It's a great place. If you are into a quiet, safe, small town kind of life, this is a nice town, and it's cheaper than most places. Yeah, it's hard not to love your children. And I'm lucky enough that since I didn't have children of my own from my body, um, that your babies, your three baby boys are calling me Bubby. It's that is one of the reasons I want to be here, actually. So small town living for me is kind of weird. I lived in Clearwater, Florida for so many years, on the beach. I lived in Key West for 3 years. And when I grew up, I grew up in Los Angeles, in West Hollywood, California, and the Valley. So I'm a completely different kind of person than a lot of people here. And I will always be your mom whenever you need another mom, just in case you do. You know me. You got a wonderful mom. I just could eat you up, Nathan. Can you love someone that much that you just want to eat them up? Because that's how sweet I think you are. Okay, enough mushy stuff, right? It's the truth. One thing I am is I'm truthful. Sometimes it's to a fault, but hopefully not too often. There's very few actually in my life. I can honestly tell you, my father, I loved more than I can say, as far as men in my life. And my husband, I dearly loved. I've never been loved like he loved me. It was the best. And Nathan, kind of a son, friend son, someone who you can tell anything to, and he knows that. And maybe just a couple other guys out there that I can consider that I love too, like my friend Neil. I have a couple friends named Michael, but different because you don't live with those people. Anyway, oh boy, I'm like way off tonight. I don't know where I'm going. Somebody have any questions regarding where I live in Florida? What I'm into? Anything, whatever you want to ask me. I'm an open book, pretty much. Lizzie, hi Lizzie. Lizzie said I did the snowbird thing a couple years ago and spent 5 months during winter on the Navarro Beach in Florida, and it was amazing. Yes, sometimes you can have special times in your life that just like stick out. Like I lived in Key West for like 3 years, oh, maybe a little less, just under 3 years. And it was the best, you know. I mean, I'm so glad I look back and think that is a great place to live. Oh, yay. Yes. Twin Sparrow says, I joined Weight Watchers January 14th, lost 13 pounds since joining. I'm not in a hurry about losing weight, but my total weight loss since 2014 is now 29 pounds. Yes. Have to say, Weight Watchers been the fastest loss, 20 pounds to go. You're doing great. And it's like you don't feel really deprived either. Well, I want to bring my two dogs, Scott. I don't think they're going to go on an Amtrak with me, unfortunately. Because if I wasn't going to bring my dogs, I would just fly there. But I'd like to have my babies with me. Nana May, she says, just spent 3 days in Florida moving my daughter to Lakeland. Please tell me that is a good area so I don't have to worry. Lakeland's a fine area. It's okay. Florida's a good place, you know. The thing I didn't like about Florida certainly wasn't the people. It was more like just the heat and humidity that I'm not good in it. It gets really humid and hot, and I need to be in the air conditioning, and then you don't go outside much. And it's concrete jungle. There's really, if you live in a little town, you just, it's just a lot. There's a lot there. It's got good points too, of course. Like I really do miss going to certain restaurants that I'm going to check out when I go. There you go. Mike B says that Lakeland's a great college, has a great college. That's a good thing. The only thing I ever really did in Lakeland, you want to hear? I did spend about 6 weeks in Lakeland at a Holiday Inn. I was playing guitar and singing. I was probably in my mid-20s, and I stayed 6 weeks at the Holiday Inn in Lakeland. And that has a really heavy story that goes along with it, but I don't know if I want to embarrass myself. Yeah, and Texas gets really hot too. I mean, I don't want to be here this summer. Emily says we have plenty of greenery here. In the summer, it's worse than Florida with the heat and humidity. Well, Florida gets pretty bad. If you ever been there in August, September? Nani May says she'd like to hear the story. Oh, that's neat. Lizzie, she said my sister lived on White Street in Key West many years ago. She sold her tie-dyes at Sunset. Well, I was there from 1977 to 1980. Right. I met Kathy in Florida in a different part, my best friend, right after that. Yeah, wow, that's cool. I lived on in a few places there. But I used to watch the sunset and play guitar and sing and had such a good life. I don't know if you've ever heard of Two Friends Patio Bar, but it's still there. I was there a year. All right, the story. Let me tell you, it's kind of a hi, Danny. Just in time for an embarrassing story for me. It's a highlight. Playing guitar and singing for your living. First of all, you're in bars. I would play happy hour, and then at night they had a band. And the band was really fun. And during the day, we'd all hang out at the pool. So I knew the band, and they were doing we would, 6 weeks, so you get to know people. Oh man, Key West at one time wasn't so expensive, Scott. Now it's crazy expensive. So anyway, I'm singing there, and then it was a Saturday night, and I was invited. They were having like, and this is where my embarrassment comes in. Hi, Pamela. Telling us an embarrassing story. I was playing guitar and singing like from 5 to 8, and I think it was like Monday through Saturday, and I was off on Sunday or something like that. They invited me to do the band that played at night. They were having this big They called it a big chachunga contest. Now, I really should have never even thought of doing anything like that. Hi, Gigi. They have live feed at Two Friends. I haven't seen that, but it's been a long time, you know. But the family that owned it, I don't. I bet they're still there because they had two sons. The father probably died. It's been that many years. Anyway, so like a big chachunga contest, meaning a big boob contest, and I didn't think about it. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm dumb and young at the time. And so the ladies were up on the stage that were in the contest. It was just a lot of fun. Yeah, really. Stupid. And I have learned in my life to control my vengeance. But when I was younger, sometimes you don't like devotee, you don't control yourself that well, you know? And I was on stage and I don't remember how long we were all on stage, but this guy in the near the front row sitting at a table said something like um something that referred, I don't remember what he said, but like something to refer that like to my big boobs, and I wasn't that big because I was like, you know, I was really like maybe a size 14. So I was not a huge girl. Maybe 16. Okay. I was like I was full figured. But anyway, I took offense. He said something that related to like being fat. Whatever he said, I saw red and I got down off the stage. There was this stair right there, and some lady was drinking a tall red drink. And I grabbed the drink and threw it right in this guy's face. Needless to say that I lost my job there. That was embarrassing. But he won't be doing that too often, will he? I know, I did. I'm embarrassed, you guys. Darby. Hi, Darby. Hi. I did it. Yeah. I don't take any crap from people usually, but I have learned in my life now that it doesn't pay because people will get what's coming to them for their rudeness. But I did do it, and I didn't care. I was sick of living in the place in Lakeland. Hi, Terry. He says, I needed to rent a car one way to California from Arizona. They wanted to charge me a fee for the one-way drop-off for the registration, and they wouldn't allow my dog in the car. I wasn't going to tell them I have dogs. I would just pick the car up, you know, drive it home, and then pack, and then leave. That's awful, Terry, that they wouldn't let you have your pup. That's right, Scott. Well, I shouldn't be on. You look back, of course. I should have been on stage. I don't drink, and these guys are clowns, and they get drunk. I would love to hear some of your stories, Think Agape. Maybe someday we'll get to share some stories because I have some too. Yeah, I could do round trip. I could do round trip too. That's a lot of driving. And I can't believe I'm going to go to Florida and where it took me forever to leave Florida. The guy's probably older, dead now. Yeah, I don't know. He was older than me. I was about 25. That was just one of my embarrassing moments of my life. I've had a couple of those. Actually, I have learned a lot in my life. You learn to hold back. But there was a time, I don't know if it's my Scorpio passion, but when you're young and you're kind of immature when it comes to your emotions, if somebody hurt my feelings, yeah, I guess I got even. But I don't get even anymore, I promise. Yeah, I don't know. I have one more week. I'm gonna wait before I make any definite plans. But right now, my plan is something like April 1st, getting a vehicle. I don't want to take my truck because my truck's getting older and I don't want to put so many miles on it and it's very expensive to keep up my truck. I'd rather have a new car, and just drive it on over to Florida. Yeah, so they said I said if my dog can't go. I know, right? That's how I feel. That's the only reason I want to drive to Florida. I'd fly, but then I have to leave Lily and Rosie, and I don't want to. Hey, hi, Maddie. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Extraordinary Journey. Stay safe, and let me know how you're doing when you get out of there. Keep in touch. I do live streams on I do it on Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. Hello, Faye. I don't know if you caught my story, but I'm glad. If you didn't, you'll have to like back it up later. Hi, Judy. Yay. Who's Molly? Oh, there's Molly. Hi, Molly. I didn't see you come in, Judy. So if I'm sorry I missed you. Just talking about crazy times in my life. I've had a lot. Well, no, I don't have my channel back yet. I had a recent letter yesterday, just telling me more of the same. That not all hijackings are the same. Some are really messed up, like mine. Take longer. That's what they keep telling me. Hang in there, it's gonna happen. You did, Molly. You tiptoed in. So I was just talking about one of my singing jobs that I lost. Call my congressman. Hi, Constantine. Hey, my friend. Judy said I'm so skinny it's hard to see me. I saw you. But you did peek. You did sneak in right by me. So let's talk about embarrassing moments in our life. That was a good one, right? I only see 27 thumbs up. So do me a favor, make me feel good by hitting the thumbs up button. Because that makes me feel much better. Doing great. I'm doing good too. I really feel healthier than I've actually went out today. I did stretches. I did stretches and arms. I did my arm, worked on my arms, and I walked a little bit. And at least I'm starting to feel, although my back is kind of sore, but that's life. I'll ignore it. So, because I want to get well enough to just really feel strong, and that's it. Furby said I stretched my beer arm. Thank you, Faye. Appreciate it. Yay, some more people have done that. That's nice. But so that's what's going on. So I'm planning a trip to Florida. Um, and that should be like in the beginning of April. And I'm not sure how long I'll stay. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do yet, but that's one of my trips I want to do. And then I also want to go to Santa Fe. Oh, Donna, my dogs, they're very good travelers. And if I was only going to go for a few days, like a week, up to a week, Kathy and Mark would be wonderful, and I would do that. But I want to stay a few weeks. I have an opportunity to stay in the Clearwater, Florida area on the beach in a cottage across the street from the beach. And I can stay as long as I want. And, you know, 1 week would go by so fast. But the girls, I mean, nobody takes good care of your babies except for you. And it's okay temporarily. I know Mark and Kathy love them. But I wouldn't want to hassle them for that long anyway. And I would miss them. Because every time I do go out of town, I've gone up to like 4 days. I've left them with Kathy and Mark, and they're fine. But you know, they're my kids. And the person that I don't know if the person wants me to tell who they are. I know they're here somewhere. If I can tell, I will. Otherwise, I'll make I won't. Oh, that would be so cool, Maddie. What part of Florida are you in? Definitely. I'm going to have a meetup in St. Pete. Really? You're in St. Pete? Well, I'll be in St. Pete. Yeah. That's kind of awesome. I'd love to meet you. Oh, thank you, Darby. I was making sure. Darby's invited me. Darby has a cottage, and it's like right on the beach, and she doesn't use it all the time. And so she's kind enough to invite me and tell me to bring the dogs, which is like, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Isn't that awesome, you guys? Everybody has to give applause to sweet Darby. Okay, Nana May has she says, embarrassing story when young. Just got my driver's license backed into a police car in a police station parking lot with two officers sitting inside. Oh, that's pretty good. Yep, that's up there with embarrassing. Maddie, you think? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, that would be horrible to bump into a cop. Okay, Twin Sparrow says the most embarrassing. Age 17, many years ago, riding my bicycle, rode down the alley, turned right at the street, turned left at the intersection, and rode right into a parked car. Ouch. In the Wahoo area. Oh, that must have hurt. Never to forget that, right? I feel pretty happy right now. I'm just trying to work things out. I'm so pleased. Yes, Darby. And then she said that, I could have a meetup at her house, which is bigger. So if we get enough people that would say they would go to a meetup in St. Pete, why not, right? It's really great. I have to do this. Even if I wind up just flying in for, 10 days. If that's the worst thing that happens, then I'll just fly in and I'll struggle without the pups. But, 10 days would be something like 10 days without them. It's hard. I don't know. We'll see. That's why I'm still saying we'll see. Because if Craig's feeling good, and Craig knows about this, he would fly into Tampa also. And then if he did feel good, then he would be with me for a while, and we would go look for an RV, and we'd buy an RV, and I would drive the RV with the dogs back to Texas. That's why I can't make plans right now, because I have to see if he'll be able to travel, and whatever's supposed to be will be. No one saw you hit the parked car. At least you kept that to yourself. Yeah, I've had some embarrassing moments. My most recent one was when I fell by the garbage here, right flat on, not on my face, but on my hands, and nobody saw. It hurts though. And getting up from the ground is not easy in my particular situation. No, I would like to stay the month of April. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Hey, Danny, you're in Florida. Excuse you. You're excused. No excuse. So there's people to meet in Florida, that's for sure. Twin Sparrow says, I think my next embarrassing moment might be when my pants fall to my ankles with weight loss. I want to get to where when someone sees me, they go, "You've lost so much weight. Oh my God, how much did you lose?" It's not going to happen that quick. I made myself some shrimp tonight in the air fryer. That was my dinner. I didn't really make, I was going to make a salad and do all that stuff, but I knew I had to start live and I was already running late. But I did record making the air fried shrimp. So that's my next video. One of them. Hey, Danny, would you come across the state to see me if I was in Florida and we had a meetup? And Maddie, you're right there. That's so cool. It was good. It was really good. I've made it a few times. You just put a little bit of a marinade together and a little bit of cornstarch so that it kind of can crisp up a little, and you just throw them in there. It's so easy. Really, there's a new pier in St. Pete. They really did change the pier. I'll have to see that for sure. That would be a nice place to meet. Hi, Mary. Yeah, I remember when I lived there that they were planning, they had like 3 different plans. And I don't know which one they did, but I know they were planning on changing it. Mm. Emily says, when I was teaching middle school, I was wearing a button front sweater. I'm very animated when I lecture, and I threw my arms wide open and my sweater completely popped open, exposing my bra. Oh my gosh. Middle school. The kids they must have howled. Did they howl? Or were they embarrassed for you? I feel I'm embarrassed for you. 8th grade. Yeah, that would have been really good to see my teacher show her bra. Popcorn, Mary. Molly's got some popcorn. Pass it around. I bet yeah, Mike B said, I bet everyone remembers that. Okay, we got another one here. Think Agape says, took my 14-year-old to the mall, my son to the mall, was arguing, telling him time to go, walked into a giant glass wall. It rang like a gong. Everyone in the food court, hundreds laughed. Son did. Son hid. I walked out to the car. Oh my gosh. You could have hurt yourself. Oh my God. Emily said, I can still hear them. The girls were embarrassed for me. That was a good one. Oh, good night, Maddie. Sorry you're leaving so soon. I hope someday to meet you. Twin says, I bought online the next size down in pant size. Same brand, and they're too tight. So I keep pulling my current pants up because the new ones are too tight. I think I might need suspenders. I wear leggings. You can wear leggings when you're small to when you're big. I have a lot of leggings and long tops. Molly says, here you go. Take some in your bowl and pass it along, and I can possibly eat it all. And it's nice and hot. Yum yum. I could take a big handful. Nothing embarrasses you, Danny. But have you ever done anything that did embarrass you? I mean, I told a story earlier. You probably missed it. Emily says, anybody ever get their bell-bottom pants caught in a bike chain and have to drag your bike home. Oh, that's bummer. I have worn skirts and long maxi skirts and have gotten caught in the chain. Yes. When I lived in Key West, that's all we did is ride our bikes. But I wound up taking anything like a skirt and making like a knot on the side to lift it up. You have to learn to adapt. I love living in Key West because I first of all I was young. I turned 30 there. I was like 28, 29. And I rode my bike. I got a bicycle with a big basket, so I even did my laundry and grocery shopping on the bike. There's a place called Fosto's. That was the local place. Grocery. And just I loved living like that. Twin Sparrow says, bell bottoms, bike chain. Yes, I bought a pant leg sort of clamp after that. Emily says, ding, ding, ding. So humiliating wearing bike ravished pants afterward. I don't have any bell bottoms now, but I remember wearing them. Yeah, I was in the love generation. I think we're one of the coolest older people now. Um, when my grandmother was my age, I mean, she looked like an old lady from like off the boat in Russia. I'm like, I don't feel like that at all. I'm a hip old lady. That's all there is to it. I mean, I was hip when hip was not even hip. Hip, hip. If everything was groovy, remember? Elephant bells. Dan says, I got embarrassed over thing until I hit about 45. Now I laugh at myself with everybody else. Yeah, we definitely change. I changed a lot in my life as far as how I react to things. Yeah, I'm still a little, I wouldn't really call myself a hippie chick because I was really not a hippie. I was a flower child. It was LA, the love generation, and it was a really good time, It was a good time there. Something just scared me and it was nothing. It was my chain. Yeah. Furby, LSD, anyone? I tried it when I was younger. Emily says, when my mom was the age I am now, I was 17 and I thought she was ancient. Yeah, I know. 40 years old was ancient to someone in their, teenager. Matter of fact, it's so cute when the kids, Nathan's children, I forget which one. I think the 8-year-old Tanny said, "How old are you?" I said, "Well, how old do you think I am?" He's like 27. I said, "Yeah, that's how old I am." That's what happened to you, Furby. That was 3 years that ate your brain cells. Dan says tomorrow isn't promised to have, so have your fun while you're here, and the heck with what others think. I so agree. That's one thing we agree together. But when I grew up in the LA, the West Hollywood area, every Sunday at Griffith Park, which is a famous big park in LA, where the Griffith Park Observatory is, they would have a love-in. And, people would be playing congas and music, and people would be painting the flowers all over their faces. And, it was the love generation. Women would be like braless. Oh, hi, my stroke recovery, my body, my choice. Okay, I need to answer to an important question prior to posting a video. Okay, all right. Hi, Carrie Joe. Hopefully someone knows the answer. Yes, so go ahead. Hi, Laura. Come on, give it to us. Hey, Furby, I only have enough brain cells to type YouTube comments, topless is better than braless. Well, braless is kind of nice. I'm braless a lot. Right now I'm braless. Okay. My stroke recovery, my body, my choice says I made a video and my neighbors were jumping up and down on the floor and I mentioned in my video that I have the neighbors from hell and said that I wouldn't put anything about your neighbors. I would edit that video. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble if you do that. I really feel like it's really difficult to have a neighbor and talk crap about them. I don't know. I really don't know. Hi, Linda. Yeah, boobs are not made to be put in big, tight bras. We're all braless in the evening. Judy said I was traveling to California around 1976 and I got a motel room with a pool. My top fell off. No one in the pool but me, so I kept swimming. I went to the attached restaurant, giant windows of the pool. That's embarrassing. You must have looked beautiful. That's funny. Well, I think you should edit it. What do you guys think? Best not to post it. See, other people say it too. And edit the part out just in case. Hi, Libra. Yeah, I know somebody in particular that got in a lot of trouble involving people in where they lived. I know it's kind of funny because people are funny and your neighbors are weird. Just remember though, not to be too descriptive on people. Unless they say it's okay, that's different. Yeah, that's something else, Judy, swimming in the pool and she just kept her top off. You didn't realize that the restaurant had a big window. That's embarrassing. We're talking about our most embarrassing moments. Get it out. Doreen says, should edit it out. Better to be safe than sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should keep, when we have a YouTube channel, we got to be careful of, like, I talk about Nathan and Nadia because they tell me it's fine. A lot of times I'm at a family night and I don't really do a lot of videoing of everybody's face because some of them don't really want to be on video. And hey, I respect it. Like, if we get to meet, I won't stick a camera in your face until we've decided what's comfortable. And that's how I do it. Holly says, I call it taking the harness off. Yeah, the bra is a harness and it needs to come off. Yeah, I've had several embarrassing moments of my life. Usually happens when I want to get even with someone and it falls right back at you. I know, and bras were invented by a man by the name of Brazier. If you ask ladies, they're like, I mean, it's, when you're wearing nice clothes, a bra does make your breasts look beautiful and firm and stuff, but geez, generally speaking, no. Dan says, if you think you have the neighbors from hell, now just post a video about them and it will really get crazy, and I'm sure you'll regret it. Just saying. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. If you're a woman in here or a man, if your bra is off, type the number 50. If your bra is not on, hit 50, 50. Look at all the 50s. Everybody, I tell you, that's just it. That's how we are. Oh, that's so cute. It cracks me up. Look at that. Oh, gosh. Okay, if you're a guy and you don't have any underwear on, hit 60, 60 if you're underwearless. Hi, Sean. Thinking Guppy says, Molly, they are horrible, made by man. At least they are not pointed back like back in the day. Yeah, the pointed bras. Women look like they had like weird looking boobs. Everyone set the girls free. Oh, we're gonna do 69 instead of 60. Steve's undies are off. Furby's off. Yeah, he's topless and bottomless. Diapers. Oh my god. Oh, that's funny. Look at I bring out the best in you guys, don't I? Depends. Yeah, but I mean, like when I come home, I usually like wear like lounging clothes. Although I'm wearing what I wore today, right now. Think Agape says she has to wait because she's having company. She's gonna keep her boobs up. Keep your boobs up. When I was married to my husband, this is a funny story, kinda. But we were very close, and having this is like guys don't have this problem. Constantine said he's got his underwear off. Oh my gosh. My dad was always like shirtless and panty girdles with garters when we didn't even need girdles. That was misery. Yes, yucky girdles. Someone said, I read an article last year that said more adult underwear are sold than child's diapers. Lots of medical reasons why. I wouldn't even wear underwear if I could. Well, I wouldn't. I wear underwear, but I mean, I don't really all that stuff. You think so, Sean? Are you having fun? Are you laughing at me? Hey, Craig. Welcome. Yeah, corsets. I mean, corsets are very sexy, but they're not comfortable at all. So my husband would help me out. I'll tell you how. Dan says I'm a jockey shorts man, and does that count for having my underwear off? If that's all you're in, then you can count it. Terry says, now Deb, us guys need the boys to be supported, not rubbing amok. Everybody's talking. All the women have their bras off, at least most of the women here. And I asked how many men had their pants off, their underpants off. And there was several of those too. We were just in a crazy mood tonight. So my husband would get behind me and pick up my boobs. I'm not letting you see, but one hand under each one from behind. And it would feel like the weight of the world was lifted off my chest. And he could stand there. I would have loved to have him stand there forever. Sean said, well, you have to be open-minded about things and ready. Sorry, that's terrible. Oh my God. I'm looking at it playing back, and actually you could see it. Anyway, yeah, he would hold it like that. Devotee said, I'm wearing a straitjacket. You meant running amok, Terry. I got it. Twin Sparrow says, we're both fully clothed here, even underwear. And Judy said, this is awful. I used to wear my husband's undershorts to cover my hair rollers so they would stay in place. Forgot and went to talk to the mailman, and he refused eye contact. That's another embarrassing thing. That's right, Molly. Friends let friends chat naked. Hey, this is clothing optional. At least for you. For you it is. I have worn corsets to be sexy, and it was great at the time we're playing around, but I could not wait to take it off. Okay, my stroke recovery says, okay, back, just edit it. I would have loved to tell them all, but I guess I need to be diplomatic. You just have to be careful, you know, not to tell about neighbors. Strong's adventures. What did I walk into? A crazy room full of braless women and guys with their pants off. And your face is red. But see, the good thing is you guys are not, you don't have to like show anything. I'm here. Judy's funny. She's so cute. I can't wait to meet you, Judy. I can't wait to meet Darby. That's who I'm going to go visit in Florida. That's going to be really cool, as awesome as can be. I think we'll have fun together too. How did I know? I knew most of us have our bras off, and we're sitting here at home. Why would we sometimes I keep them on, but it's still torture. I have Streamlabs. I just only used it once. I have to learn how to, add people because that would be fun. Molly says there's popcorn in case you're, freaking out at Strong's with what we're talking about. Okay, Twin Sparrow said hair rollers, egads. I lived through that with my now Vegas sister back when we were growing up, and she did sleeping on curlers. No thanks, I never did. Oh, I've slept on curlers. That's not fun. Yeah, I'm not doing a full body shot of me doing anything like that. Man's ear. Yeah, we're just laying back. It's Sunday night. Hey, time to relax. I have no shoes on today, no socks on, I mean. It was warm. It got to 80 degrees today. Sunny and warm. Very beautiful. Terry, boob talk. Yeah, we like our boob talks, don't we? And we don't get boob talking very often. If I had my druthers talking about boobs, I would have small ones so that they don't hang on me and feel like the weight of the world when I put my bra on. They're not on me like that, but they cut, around the back all day. Just it's not fun. When I let them go, then they're long enough that, to hang over my body, and it bothers me. Now that is a lot of boob talk for one day. Twin Sparrow says 80, only 54 here, an hour from Chicago, but the sun was out. Oh, yeah, it was 80. So you had 54. When the sun's out, 54 is perfect to me. Yeah, Craig, it was 80, and it's supposed to be, I don't know if it's going to be any higher than 80. I forget. I know one more day, and then we're going to get kind of cooler again. Whispers in the wind. Hey, I'm glad you're back. Dan said, I have ice cream with sprinkles and I'm listening to boob talk. Life is good. They're not that big, Terry. Yep, it's fun to make light out of life. Things are so freaking heavy. Sean Quinn says, my grandmother back in 2000, I was throwing out my underwear boxers and they come in different varieties of colors, pictures, and she would sew them up and wear them to go to the beach, like beach lake. Crazy. Whispers in the wind said, I think we're getting snow in Canada tomorrow. Wow, we've had such a mild winter here. Whispers in the wind said, since I turned 60, they are freaking massive. Craig says, wish it would warm up here. Craig, are you ready to go to Florida? because Darby's invited me, and she knows about you. Are you ready to fly to Florida? Let's do some Florida living. Emily just got a second corona. Oh, I'm sorry. Just got newsflash, second U.S. corona death. You know, people die every day. People die of pneumonia. Don't get freaked out. Hello, Jesse. Think Agapi said went to physical therapy in white jogging pants on, ate candy bar on the way there, dropped other half when someone quick stopped, late ran into therapy, got on the table. He said, "Oh my, I think you may have pooed." Oh, that's embarrassing. You're going to know Tuesday. Oh, I'm going to say a prayer because it would be so wonderful. Dances, still miss my little friend. Oh. Yeah, it takes a long time to get over our darling fur babies. Sean says it was a style kids were buying boxers and they were tight spandex clothes underneath them. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I was thinking more like 2 Coronas. I could go for like once in a while. I want a Corona, like a Corona Light with lime. I haven't had a drink in so long. It's ridiculous. Libra says an average of 40,000 people die on the roads every year in vehicle accidents. Newsflash. Twin Sparrow says we have a client in Frisco, Texas. Okay, wait a minute. Let me back it up because that goes fast. Oh well, I've lost it. Oh, here we go. Twin says we have a client in Frisco, Texas, from Illinois. Where we'll get to Texas someday, maybe at the 2021 NRA convention in Houston. If we survive and don't get corona, stop talking like that. That's silly. Sean says the funny underwear. That's funny. Underwear comes very fashion different varieties of colors and different varieties of textures, but nobody gets to see you. Yeah, it's just for you, you know. Mama, thank you. Yes, lime and salt goes perfectly with a shot of tequila, and I haven't done that in years, but I would do that at a party. I wish there was a party like that. People here don't drink in this whole town. Nobody drinks. And if they do, they're drinking by themselves. I think Agapi said that was terribly embarrassing. Explained it was a candy bar. Yeah, I can only imagine. Hi, Chloe. Of course I remember you. Why wouldn't I remember you, Chloe? You're hard to forget. Dan says, just remember, for your information, spandex isn't for everyone. Molly says she's planning to start yoga with a friend. Good. Yeah, it's a dry county. You can buy beer and wine at the grocery store locally in town. I've seen that, but that's it. Emily says, I'm not worried about the virus, but I'm worried about the overreaction and ensuing panic. HEB is limiting sanitizing products. Yeah, I'm not thinking about it really much at all. I mean, you know, I can't live like that. I'm doing really good, Chloe. Thank you. Yes. Nice and warm here in Texas today. Carrie Jo says some channels that are predicting a gloom and doom scenario from the coronavirus, I've quit watching. I cannot even think about those kind of people. Really. You know, as you think, so shall it be. So people, think positive. Don't freak out. It's going to be okay. Dan says I've seen SpongeBob print underwear. I don't know anyone else has, but I don't want SpongeBob in my pants. SpongeBob. Yeah. Now you have to be positive. I mean, you just can't let it freak you out like that because it will. Let's see here. Sean says the virus is hurting one of my jobs, restaurant dishwasher. I wash dishes and the waiters and bartenders. It's hard on them. They work so hard for the money. All I know is there's always like flus that people get around here. Yeah, I bet that would. Chinatown. Sean says Chinatown in San Francisco is it's hitting a hard. All the restaurants. Yeah, I can imagine that's. See, I live in the country, so when you live far away from cities, you don't think too much. It doesn't freak you out about it. But if I was in, the big city, yeah, I would think twice about things like that, going to Chinatown and stuff. That's sad. But you just can't live in fear. Right. Think Agape says manifest positivity. Just it's gonna be they're gonna do a vaccine for it, and they've got people working on it, and it's not like it's everywhere. A couple people in the United States is a very small amount. We do have, 1 billion people. That's a good thing. Danny said I always wake up with positive thoughts. I try to be positive. Ooh, think Agape got bit by a mosquito. That is early. I hate mosquitoes. They could die. Emily says I can't read. My academic team of students had one active case of hepatitis, one active case of TB, and head lice. I'm a survivor. Oh, yeah. Sean said, yeah, more people are staying home. They're not eating out as much, afraid to go outside and be around people. Wow. Libra said they're already working on a vaccine. That is the game. Create the problem and sell the reaction. Exactly, Libra. I'm with you on that. Uh-huh. I'm not buying what they're selling. I mean, you go to the doctor, it's like, you're gonna need a colonoscopy, you're gonna need a mammogram, you're gonna need, like all this stuff, test your poop. I'm not doing all that shit. Sorry, but that's how I feel. They just want to push you into more pills. Sean says it's fortunate I have another job on the truck driver, but I think the people in the city go back to eating. Now it's better for local business. Yeah, I'm with you, Libra. I say no thanks when they ask. I think Agape said all the bugs are early. Killed 2 spiders yesterday and saw a ladybug and a wasp. I've seen little tiny bees because we have little yellow flowers because Mark hasn't done the lawn because he had a pacemaker, so he hasn't been doing the lawn. And there's bees, but they're real little bees. Danny said odds of most people catching that virus is higher than catch a plain old flu. Well, I don't know. Hi, Butterbean Head. The flu's bad where you are in Buffalo. I have cousins there, very close family. That's right, Terry. This too shall pass. It always does. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's going to pass. I don't know what's going to happen, but in Alabama, they're going to have to find a stop. Stop. Rosie, why are you behind me tonight? Get out. I don't like you back there. She goes right behind my chair, and then I'm going to roll right into her. Come on up here. You come up here. Yes. Good girl. Yay. Where's Lily tonight? Oh, she's down there. Just checking on the babies. Dan said, I'm going to live my life as always. Me too. Emily said, my doctor wants me to come in every 3 months for labs and follow up a week later to get results. And all that comes out of my pocket, and I can't afford this. That doctor's not going to be for me. Doctor's lucky to see me just every 6 months. Got a spring has sprung surprise today. Found a tiny daffodil blooming so pretty. I am says, remember when it was Ebola? We were inundated with fear. Sorry. Yeah, there's always something going to be like that. I have a Kasari, which I love. A Kasori air fryer. Cosori. But there's so many out now. Just make sure you get a pretty big basket because otherwise you can't really make that much. Carrie Jo says, but Danny, most people get the same symptoms as a bad cold. Some don't even realize that's what they had. Nana May says that daffodils are blooming there in Virginia. I love Virginia. It's a beautiful place. All right, my recovery's got a video up. Yay. Twin Sparrow says, hold on. She says, no flu here for 5 years, probably more. Celestial cinnamon apple spice tea. Hope it works against the coronavirus. We have daffodils popping up. Yep, spring is sprung in. Like I think I showed this to you guys. I just take an elderberry gummy. We'll take it right now. Just one. That's 50 milligrams of elderberry. Just a little gummy. Yep, Constantine says he works in the healthcare field. You have to wash your hands a lot. I heard dogs can get it. Lieber said, I remember the anthrax scare. People were buying plastic sheeting and duct tape. I asked my mother if she wanted me to go to Home Depot, and she rolled her eyes. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good, and I've been doing that elderberry for a while now. That's my second bottle. Whispers in the Wind said I just got some, I don't know how you say that, Asac syrup to battle my cancer. I'm thinking it has the same properties as elderberry. Danny says that the silly part is people are avoiding Corona beer. No, come on. That's cute, though. Libra said, I've been using elderberry and zinc for years. I haven't had a cold or flu for 15 years. I know. I think if you look for it, you'll get, if you really want to get sick, just keep thinking about it. Elaine says, bring me all your bad Corona beer. Yeah, with some lime. I cut a lime tonight and it had no juice in it. That's a ripoff. Whispers in the Wind says that that is what the virus is named after. It is named after the Corona beer, the symbol of the crown, because the virus is shaped like a crown. Well, that's interesting. Danny says, I have another 11-day house and dog sitting job starting tomorrow. Well, that can be very lucrative, I think, huh? That's good. I had a dried up lime, ripped off. Libra says to whisper, look into chaga mushroom for your cancer and CBD oil, of course. Yeah, I'm into natural stuff personally. I really think that God um, makes sure that everything we needed is right here on earth for us. I really think so. We just have to be more natural about stuff. I know somebody that drinks chaga. They didn't say mushroom, but it was like a tea that he drinks chaga every day. Laura agrees with me. Yeah, I really feel that way. I don't know, Danny, how it happened. He asked, how does the boob talk transition into this? Yeah, me and Libra, we are thinking alike tonight. She says she agrees that God gave us everything we need right outside our doors. I really believe that. When I one time visited Jamaica, I was with Kathy, and we took like a side trip, and we went to this place called the Roaring River, and we had like three black boys that were like our little guides, and for like $2 each, they were so sweet. And we went into the river, in this roaring, rushing river, and they like held our hands so we didn't fall over. And he said, everything you see around is edible. Like all of everything that you see, you drive down the street in the rainforest there, and it's all medicine. And he was telling me how that people they know what to take for like heart and blood pressure and diabetes and relaxing. So I mean, it's all there for us. Butterbean has, yeah, there's a guy, I forget what his name is. It's a vegan. He's a vegan cook. He's really interesting, but he drinks it every day. Yeah, it's Emily's fault. Blame it on her. Libra says, oh, sorry. God, can't do it. Yes, that is the way to take it, Debs. You drink it as a tea. I buy mine from a company in Maine. The woman has been an RV for years. Okay. Think Agape says plants are medicine. Smoking my peace pipe now for my MS. Our great creator made wonderful medicine. I totally am on that same wavelength. I just wish Texas would lighten up and help some of the people that need medical marijuana, because it's so helpful. It is so helpful. I am so glad you're all here with me tonight. It means everything to me. The world. So anybody else have any embarrassing moments they want to share? We did some good ones. We had some good ones. What about right, Emily, I mean that I wish that Texas would lighten up. It should be legal in every state, and it's not, and it's not fair, but nothing is fair, so that's part of life. But yeah, I moved away from Florida after 30 years, and now medical marijuana is legal there because it's the best. It's the best medication around for a lot of things. It's not legal in the UK now. Ooh, my battery's going bad. Hold on, I gotta plug in. Wow, down to 15%. Yes, laboratories created compressed chemicals equaling pharmaceuticals. Yeah, if medical use is legal, you still have to get doctors to okay it. Right. Okay. Do you have a good butter? Beanhead says she's got something probably she could share with us about being embarrassed. Well, there's vaping. You don't have to smoke it, actually, and you can eat it. There's a lot of ways to do it. I wish I had a legal card. Molly said, I'm not looking forward to the 6-month mamas being grammed. Biopsy 6 months ago. On a brighter note, just made a hot cocoa with a little coffee and a bit of cinnamon. You're not looking forward to your 6-month mammogram. Okay. Well, God bless. I know it's going to come out good. Hi, Babu. Nice to meet you. From the Sunshine State, which we've been talking a lot about. Thank you, Emily. Have a good night, sweetie. Molly's going to set up a round if anyone's interested. Libra says people do not understand that healing is done at the cellular level. Pharmaceuticals, which are chemicals, go underneath that straight to the molecular level. My stroke recovery and my body, my choice says I make an essential oil with essence of it. If you know what I mean, I sell it for pain relief. I know what you mean. Well, we've got ourselves a room full of people here. And I hope each one of you give me a thumbs up. So I've really enjoyed talking with you guys. I've been on an hour and a half. And I don't know, I think, let's see, let me keep it going for a little bit. My stroke recovery says I do have some info about the oil I want to send you. Apparently it has to be sealed in an airtight container, so before I send it, I will have to provide an appropriate seal for it. Yeah, you can't just, that's true. You can't just toss something like, I don't know anything about that, but I'm sure it has to be packed correctly. Canada, one of my favorite places. I'm so glad I don't really have pain, thank goodness. Hey, Sean, thank you so much for coming in. Twin says my dad died at age of 91. He said the pills let him live that long. I think probably. Think Agape says use sublingual tincture oil also. Only thing that actually works. Doctors had me on tons of meds for 14 years, chemical free and happy again. Dan said I'm more than ready to head back to Colorado and smoke a doobie. I don't blame you. High in love with health. It's morning where you live. Mama says good night. Mama, thank you for coming in. Mama Wanderlust. Don't forget to subscribe, and I also have Instagram, which I send lots of photos of everything I eat, just about, and Facebook, and I have an Etsy shop that's got about, I think, 13 items I have for sale. It's not as much as I've had in the past. This is my new necklace. Let me show you. It's 42 inches, and it's got little tiny beads, but really pretty. And it's got a little mystery owl. Just one little owl. And it's the little lucky owl. Wait a minute. This does not want to show. Oh, there. See the little owl? Terry says, I noticed that you're not searching for words like we all do sometimes. Is your Weight Watcher program helping with that? Maybe. I sure feel better. I feel so much more like, I don't feel bloated. I don't feel like lazy as I was feeling. Yeah. So I really like it. I like that it's not thick. It's kind of delicate. So check my Etsy shop out for those of you who've never seen it. Oh, man. My stroke says, you wouldn't believe what I found today. Did you know that the ham you buy at the store is wrapped in collagen? No, I didn't know that. Nor do I'm not eating any ham right now at all, but I have many times before. I don't like anything processed now. I'm off of all processed food as much as possible. I'm making everything from scratch, and I'm eating a lot more vegetables and fruit. Hey, Pamela, thank you for coming in. Have a good night. I think I'm going to end my chat because I'm ready to stop talking. And unless somebody has some kind of question for me or something they need to say. You think? I'm feeling better. I am. I can tell. And my clothes, I can feel it in my clothes. I'm wearing clothes. It's looser, you know? I'm just feeling better. Thank you for noticing. Hey, you guys. Thank you. Necklace is very feminine and pretty. It has been. Thank you, Lizzie. I hope you did subscribe to the channel. And I thank you, Danny and Molly. And Think Agape and Terry, of course. You. My stroke recovery. I wish you the best for your channel. And what else? Mike. Thank you, Mike. You did, and I appreciate it so much. Elaine, thank you. You guys are all very, you're dear to me. Judy, thank you. It's good to see you all too, because if I don't see you for a while, I'm like worried about you, right? What's the channel name? It's my stroke recovery, right? Make sure you put that in there. You can tell everybody your channel name. Thank you, Lori. In Love with Health. I'm so sorry you came at the end of the chat tonight, but I do appreciate it. Hey, I'll see you guys Tuesday. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Big hugs to all of you. Enjoy the rest of your night, braless, shoeless. Bye, Carrie, Libra, Twin, Darby, if you're still here. And I'll talk to y'all Tuesday. And I'll put out a video, so you'll see a video. No promises. It's okay. Bye, Danny. Bye, Gigi. Molly.